Hello and welcome to the only show that tells you where the exits are off of the Comic-Con highway. This is Comic-Con exits, highway exits for week ending of March 23rd through the 25th from the Comic-Con highway. First, we're going to start with the Indie Comic-Con highway, which is, of course, where all the creators we know about have let us know where they're stopping, starting with our good friend Frank James Bailey, who's going to be at Gem City Comic Con. He's doing a voice acting panel at this particular program. So we're going to take a look at that at the end of the show and see exactly what that means, because we have what he wrote. We're going to do all the panels because there's actually another panel. It's my panel, How to Create and Promote Comics in 2018. I'll be in Fort Myers at CalusaCon. That's in Southwest Florida. For those who don't know, it's about an hour south of Tampa and about 90 minutes north of, less than 90 minutes, about an hour north of Naples. So it's right over there. We have an airport over here, RSW. So if you guys are in Florida, close to Florida, definitely come check me out at my home show in Fort Myers. And you guys can see that's what this next thing is. It's going to be a great show. I'm excited. It's in a new venue. I don't have to wake up early. Well, actually, I do have to wake up early because there's no load in the day before, but you know what I mean. I don't have to travel, so it's always exciting. Also exciting is the Comic-Con highway in the western section where WonderCon is going on. And WonderCon is going to have Madeline Holly Rousing, Justin Kirkman. We left a space in case anyone told us they were else going to go. We'll leave it open in case anyone else. We're going to start doing that with cons. When we have a con where that we know a lot of people are going and not everyone has their own art, we'll start bringing it together, let you guys see a longer list of people. When you click on the link, you'll be able to follow the people and see where their own homepages are and be able to get to know them as a fan. Speaking of being a fan of someone, how about Sean Fournay? Because thanks to him, the artist Ali D, I believe that's 20, you can check this to make sure, is going to have Fournay in it. And he's awesome. He's going to be there all 3 days. Please do check him out. Comic-Con Highway, also appearing at WonderCon and having a panel, will be Terry Mayo. He's bringing back the newsprint panel. That's what the panel is. It's going to be Friday, March 23rd at 5 p.m. in room 208. And he's going to be accompanied with Dave Lucille, Lucaria. I'm sorry, I'm getting that one wrong. I know. Jordan Hart and Michael Koch. So check them out. Up in the north, you have Philly Comic and Cosplay Day. It's going to be a 3-day Comic-Con starting on Saturday, March 24th. I don't know how it's 3-day if it's starting March 24th. I think that we might have gotten a little off information, so it looks like it's going to be a single day. I'm going to have to, we'll look into that and we'll see on the Comic-Con highway, but call it the 1 day. I believe at one point it was supposed to be 3. I think it just got canceled down to 1. Oh, it's going to have Cosplay Day 3, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. Someone asked us to put that on. It's there. It's in Philly. Comic-Con Highway Midwest exit. This is also going to be at Gem City Comic-Con. This is March 24th to 25th. That'll have Stephanie Fournay, Frank James Bailey, who we talked about just up there. Andy Shaggy Corte will be in attendance, and they're seeking to promote art and reading and introducing kids to literature and comic books. So that is the roundup for us. We'll go back over this in a minute as we end the show. But now we're going to head over to convention scene and check out what's going on beyond the Indie Comic-Con highway. And we do this every week by going to the amazing site known as Convention Scene that you can find right here. Just click on any of the imagery and you'll be taken there. So let's check it out. Of course, we all know about WonderCon happening from the 23rd to the 25th in Anaheim, California. In Jacksonville, Florida, you could go to the Collective Con. Looks cool. Or you can come see me. Jacksonville is all the way up north. I'm in Southwest Florida. So, you know, if you're in the Panhandle, Jacksonville might be the place to go. But if you're in any other part of Florida, you should come see me. That's going to happen to the 23rd, 25th. 24th in Petersburg, you'll have Petersburg Comic-Con. That is in the United Kingdom, if that name doesn't sound familiar. Also on the 24th, here's the Philly Comics and Cosplay Day. I think that 3 definitely is off. It's just the 24th, so now we know. Fort Myers will have CalusaCon. I'm glad to see that they put it up there. I'd actually told them to make sure that this wound up in here, so I'm so excited to see that. This is going to be at the Calusa Nature Center and Planetarium. So we're having a Comic-Con in a planetarium. How out of the world is that? Huh? In Dayton, Ohio, there'll be the Gem City Comic-Con. Also, well, that's in the South. I mean, in the Midwest, but also in the South, you're going to have Greensville, South Carolina, the SC Comic Con. That's at the TD Convention Center. That's running through the 24th to the 25th as well. Also running the 24th through the 25th will be the Harrodstown MD, which is Maryland. It's the four-state Comic Con. Oregon Coast Comic Con is happening in Telluride, Oregon, in the United States. That's the 24th to the 25th. A lot of three-day cons this weekend. On the 25th, you'll find in Annandale, Virginia, you're going to have the Schoff Promotions Comic Book and Non-Sports Card Show. That's going to be at the Annandale Fire Station. Note was previously scheduled for 3/18, so this must have gotten. We did actually talk about this last week. Okay, I guess something happened. They had to change it because of the snow that they received. I wonder if it's still going to go on. It's been a lot of snow up there this week too. So here's hoping. We're actually not going to be talking about snow affecting the Comic-Con highway much longer, though. So here we go. We're going to talk about some panels. So how to create and promote Comic-Con comics you'll find with me in Fort Myers, Florida, CalusaCon. I am Mr. Anderson. Of course, I am the advocating voice for indie advocates. And you'll see that you can find me at 11 o'clock. I'm going to be the Iona House. So come check me out. And we'll talk about comic books. See what I know and ask any question you want. We're going to see a voice acting panel brought to us by Frank James Bailey. It's going to be his only one of the year. Well, it's his last one of the year. I don't know if it was his first one. He actually said, my next Comic-Con is the Gem City Comic-Con in Dayton, Ohio. FYI, this is the only con in 2018 that I'm doing the voice acting panel. It's a 45-minute panel on how to get into voice acting. Oh, and I'll also be there to sell books. Good luck in Gem City, Frank, and good luck with your panel. So let's go back over the Indie Comics Con, the Indie Comic Con Highway. In Gem City, we just found out that Frank James Bailey is going to be there, and he'll be joined by Andy Shaggy Corte and Stephanie Fournay. In Philadelphia, which is a one-day, not a day 3. We'll change that once we go off air. The Comic-Con is happening in Philly. It's Philly's Comics and Cosplay. Comic-Con Highway, Western Exit, appearing at WonderCon March 23rd to the 25th, will be Terry Mayo, who's also having a Comic-Con panel that weekend. It'll be on Friday the 23rd at 5:30 p.m. in room 208. It's bringing back the newsprint panel. It's going to have him with David, Jordan, and Michael all talking about how newsprint has come back to the pages of comic books. Comic-Con, Western Exit, WonderCon is going to have Fournay in it, but he's Mr. Fournay, who's Sean Fournay, by the way, will not be alone. He'll be joined by the amazing Madeline Holly Rising, also joined by Justin Kirkman, and, of course, Terry Mayo, who's doing the panel. You can come see me. Check your boy out. I'll be in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm going to be doing a panel. It's an all-day event. 9 to, I believe, 6 p.m. is the cutoff. I'm excited to meet you guys. Come check me out. This is a home show. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get back on the road. It's been a couple weeks. Did a lot, though, in a couple weeks. It didn't seem like I was off the road for long with all the stuff I've accomplished. So come check me out. You guys can see, of course, my panel. I'll be at 11 a.m. in Iona, the Iona House. Remember, this is a planetarium, and it's going to be out of this world. Panel alert also, final reminder that Frank James Bailey will have a panel. This has been the show. It is the one show where we don't go over This Week in Indie Comics. If you want us to advocate for you and have something put in This Week in Indie Comics, reach out to us at indieadvocates@gmail.com. I am the voice of Written Sins. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am also the voice of Indie Advocates. And yes, one day that'll be important. Not today, but one day it will be, as I'll be two voices for two different sites. Spoilers.